In this lesson, we'll learn about the event handling in Vue.js. Actually, we have used event handling in the previous lesson, but this time we'll discuss it in more depth. So event is something that happens inside the HTML element. It can be triggered by the browser or by the user. For example, the page has finished loaded, a button clicked, an input changes because the user typed something in it, mouse move, or a form submitted. When an event occurs, we might want to do something by executing JavaScript code. Actually, here there are two things. First, listen to the event, and second, do something, or handling the event. So we do something to listen the event. In Vue.js, we can handle events using the Vue directive and define JavaScript code to be executed when the event is triggered. Vue requires an argument that is the name of the event that we want to listen to. For example, click, or other available events such as double click, mouse move, mouse out, etc. Then we can define JavaScript expression in it. Vue.js also provides a shorthand syntax for the Vue:, which is @symbol. Now let's open the event handling one.html. And here we have 3 JS frameworks listed, and each item has a button for voting. Later, we will make use the Vue::click on each button so that when we click it, the number of votes for each framework will be increasing. Now let's switch over to our editor, then open up the event handling one.html file. In the button, we can add an event handler, that is, when we click it, the number of votes will be increasing. Vue::click, framework, .votes++. Now let's switch back over to our browser. And now, if we click on each button, the number of votes will be increasing. The JavaScript expression that we define in the event can be a complex logic. Maybe it consists of several lines of code. Therefore, in this Vue directive, we can also call a method name that we want to call. In this Vue::click, let's change to a vote and pass the framework in. We can also use the Vue shorthand syntax, just @symbol, to make it much simpler. Then, in Vue option, we can define methods property, then create the vote method. Inside the method, we do almost the same thing as before. Framework, .votes++. Save. If we go back to our browser and click on each button, it looks no difference.